Thank you for tuning in, Clashers. My name is Galadon. You're watching Clash of Clans Attacks and the beginning of what I'd like to call a What Were You Thinking series. And by that I mean I am going to take myself out of my comfort zone, often at the expense of trophies or at least my pride. I'm going to try some attacks that you guys suggest. I'm going to try to mimic some other players' attacks that I've seen executed well, and just generally try some unusual troop combinations. And so to begin, I'm going to try to mimic none other than Spencer $23 all archer attack. And right here we are looking at the village I have selected for this attempt. And part of the challenge of this series is I'm not going to be practicing these raids or studying the raids. I'm just going to go for it. Based upon memory, I remember Spencer $23 tries to find villages that have a wizard and a mortar next to each other like that, and he starts out by using a lightning to try to take them out of the equation. If you can look at the layout of the village, once those are gone, there's no more splash defense at the bottom of the village, and that is the absolute worst enemy for an all-archer attack. So as Peter would say, I lightning the mortar and the wizard tower out of existence, and doesn't quite go as planned. 2 lightning spells, I was kind of hoping by dropping them like right in between the two that it would work. Did not quite have the effectiveness I had hoped for, so I went ahead and used a 3rd lightning spell there. Got that wizard tower out of the way, so now I can go ahead and start just pouring in archers at the bottom here. Now I had seen Spencer bring 1 golem, so I allowed myself 1 golem to distract that wizard tower off to the right, and now I'm just going to let the ladies move in and just hope that they can do their job. The idea here being that they'll get through that bottom wall first, and then eventually just go in mass in through that bottom enclosure, hopefully, and get up towards that town hall and take it out. So they've broken through here, and as they've broken through, we look, and I'm hoping that they're kind of group up in a big giant ball, like you see on the right-hand side in front of the king as we freeze it there. I want that big, massive group of firepower moving together, taking out those buildings, and hopefully they're going to work their way up and maybe to the right, get that Inferno Expo and the town hall out of the way. I'm still pouring more archers in at this point. We've got over 200 of them coming in, and they're just amassing right there in the center. And now they start to spread out, so I'm starting to get a sinking feeling. They're all shooting walls off to the left. It's not looking good. And I've got my queen in there, and she is close. She's going to take out that Inferno. She takes out the Expo, and finally she moves up. She's going to take out that town hall. And eventually the queen saves the day. The archers did not come anywhere near getting 2 stars for me, but the queen does get into the center, takes out the town hall, and saves at least a 1-star victory. So that first attack, that was one that I've been wanting to try out myself for a while, just after seeing Spencer $23 have such a good time with it. Didn't do that well, but at least I managed not to throw away a bunch of trophies. For the second attack upcoming here, this was one that I pulled from the comments that you guys leave on the videos. Not that I thought this was a great idea, but I figured Town Hall 10 Giant Healer. Now, as this attack gets underway, lest ye all think differently, remember, Galadon is not some sort of Clash demigod. I can't go out and win with any possible troop combination. All you guys are like, use Hog Riders and Wall Breakers, use Minions and Wall Breakers. I'm like, that's suicide. So I'm going to at least try some attacks that I hope I could try to win. And this was one of them that I thought, well, maybe if I can get this air defense out of the way early. I'm just basically running the giants as if they're a golem. I drop them in groups like that. A bunch of giants kind of equal 1 golem, more or less. And the idea here is being, I dropped the town hall there as well. Drop the clan castle there as well. And I'm trying to get that air defense out of the way so I can put the healers down. Oh, they should be okay because the other 3 air defenses, if you look, are way off to the right. Yes, you can't deploy troops in the red area. Now, I recorded this attack live, but I forgot to record the sound, so that's why we're kind of doing it this style. It looks live, but it's not actually live. Now, finally, that air defense goes down, so I dropped in the giants and the healers, and of course, half of the healers go off to the left to help out 1 or 2 lowly giants over there. The rest are over here. I've got the king and the queen down now. They're working their way in, and unfortunately, got to remember those giants act like golems. They go for the closest defensive structure, so they ended up getting separated from the king and the queen. Finally, my other healers are going to come back and rejoin. But yes, this attack has gone terribly awry. What was supposed to be giant healer is now degenerated into some pitiful form of queen healer. The healer's going down to that X-bow. The giant's pretty much all gone. I dropped a couple wizards and some archers down at the bottom in the bottom right. They're going to take out those surrounding structures that were no longer defended. And it looks like we might get to 50% now here. We're super close. And I realize I've got the queen and a full health queen and a rage spell left. I dropped the rage spell, hoping she'll head in for the town hall. Sure enough, she is. But there's a lot of defenses on her. She's going down fast. It's going to be close. We're going to freeze the frame here. Maybe 5 or 10% left for the town hall and the queen. Feel free to make your prediction. Does Galadon eke this one out? Does the queen save the day? And the answer is no, it does not quite happen. The queen goes down. Town hall, you could have blown it over with a feather, but at least it wasn't a miserable gala fail. And that is just about going to wrap up this first episode in the What Were You Thinking series. Let me know what you guys think. I have a feeling this may cost me some trophies. There may be some defenders scratching their heads looking at some interesting gala replays on their logs. But we will give it a try. We'll try some different troop combinations. I'm open to suggestions. And until next time, don't make every attack a gala fail. Make every attack a full attack.